The 118 is being investigated. Hen is locked in the vault. And Bobby, the robbery situation does not go in his favor. We're talking all things 911.
You're tuned in to AFTERBUZZ TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
Amazing.
Good, great.
I'm glad you guys are amazing. Tonight's show was interesting. So, guys, we are here on 911 Season 2, Episode 15, entitled Oceans. And it was entitled Oceans for a reason, if you can see the correlation. Okay, so we're going to get into all things about this robbery, about him being locked in the vault and what she finds out because of it. We're going to have our Queen Bassett moment, and we're going to find out how this plays out at the end. But before we get into all of that, I'm going to let my wonderful panelists introduce themselves.
My name is Ricky.
Hi guys, I'm Courtney Allen.
And as you guys know, I'm Porchia Carter. So,
And that was
with
my
the tongue
real
tie.
accent, by the way. I don't know
What
if
was
you
your
know.
real accent?
Well, that's,
He did his Australian.
I did an Australian
I
accent.
can't do it, but he did it.
You from Australia?
I'm not.
Good night. Look, we got a lot of people faking some stuff tonight, okay? A lot of fakes happen. So, top of the show, thoughts.
It was very entertaining. I was entertained throughout the whole time. I know you weren't really too thrilled about it, but it kept me going.
Was I the only person that was literally getting claustrophobic watching them in the vault, like locked in there?
Definitely.
I can't deal with that stuff. So I was literally like, oh my God, I can't breathe.
I was very disappointed this whole episode. I was disappointed because I just feel like we, as fans of 911, we know good and darn well the 118 ain't stealing from nobody. So this whole 30-minute investigation of the episode that they they could have cut it all. They could have stopped all of that. We didn't have to see it. We did not have to have this episode. I mean, granted, don't be taking away our episodes because y'all did enough with the hiatus. But yeah, I was very disappointed. So let's just get right into it. We get the guy, Maddie. He is the fire truck repairman. He comes and repairs the truck. He ain't let them know, like, you got some stuff going on. Your arthritis ain't going to let you do this for real. He say, I got, something that's going to help me with the arthritis. Granted, we're going to talk about how that ends up at the end. But dude work on the truck, and to our surprise, homeboy is not just working on the truck.
Oh, he's working. He's working the truck.
He's got a full
He's
plan.
definitely working the truck.
Full plan.
For sure.
I agree
Yeah.
though. I
Which
was
was smart.
disappointed. I was disappointed in this episode though, for real.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I was just over it. I'm like, y'all know they didn't steal. Y'all know they not thieves. Y'all know this don't gotta do nothing. Y'all know this is not an Oceans episode for the team. Not the 118. Like, I trust them too much. But you want to know something that they did? Let's get into it. Because of this whole robbery situation, they dug into each and everybody's personal lives and what they going through financially. How disrespectful.
I like that they went back and did that. I like that I got a little bit of
I liked it
insight
for-
into what people
yeah.
were going through. Because it's not, they don't make that much money.
Yeah, they
like
really
we
don't.
know that they don't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and they put their lives on the line.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
why
kind of messed up.
that was the part where I was like, wow, they're saving lives and y'all, they're getting questioned like they're criminals.
Come on,
That's
city.
the part that I was pissed about. I was
You gotta
like,
pay your firefighters and your police officers more.
Oh, you know something? I just thought about how they are firefighters risking their lives, putting their lives on the line every single day, 24 hours a day. And it's basketball players getting paid more than them.
Because everyone's
And they
almost
playing
getting paid more
and
than
they
them.
playing a game.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you want to know why? They're bringing entertainment. And unfortunately, that's where you make all your money. You're bringing entertainment to something, and then you're serving a mass amount of people. That's why they make all.
Ricky
The
was an
firefighters
athlete.
The firefighters
Actually,
are
I'm
serving a
not
mass amount
professional.
of people. They're saving lives. I don't get it.
It's doctors, teachers,
It's just how it works.
police officers, firefighters, people who help life should be getting paid a lot of money. But those have to go into funding. cities have to come up with that money. Cities have to charge the city more taxes. So there's so many,
Which we don't like.
which people don't like, right? But that's why.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Portia, give them a little bit more of your paycheck.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Come on,
For the
I
fire.
need
A
to
little
make
bit
bills.
more for you to save my life if my apartment blow up in flames. Thank you. I can give you that. I'll throw you an extra another $35. What's up? Okay, look,
That's all they're worth is
leave 'em a little
$35.
tip.
No, I'm just saying. Look. I get a lot of taxes taken out of my check. Let me see.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't
It
read
goes
a
to them.
statement in a long time to be throwing numbers out there, but I get a lot of money taken out of my check for all types of stuff. Okay, the whole FICA system. Anyway, so. We see Marty. We just see that glance of him, but that was the foreshadowing of what could possibly have happened. We didn't know that until the end, but lo and behold, so there's this guy named Mr. Prentice, and he has retirement day at a bank. And while he's, retiring, he goes into the vault for the last time. This is going to be his last time in the vault, and this man has a whole plan, which we don't know in hindsight. We don't know what's going on. But every time somebody shakes this man's hand, he puts on the
Scorpion
hand
venom.
sanitizer that has scorpion venom in it. And I'm not sure why he decided to poison the delivery money guy with the venom.
To cause a distraction. That was the cause this whole thing.
That was the first distraction.
To get them to call. I mean, he could have just faked his, because he faked his. He could have just faked his little,
He faked it?
Yeah,
He was
faked
filming.
it. No, it was fake.
No.
It was fake.
Then all of it was fake then, because weren't they all
They showed what happened. He literally once he was grabbing Hen's face to put the hand sanitizer in her face so she could inhale it. Once she inhaled it and went out, they showed how he got up. He got up. He went to go find the diamonds and all of that. Then he laid back down by the time everything was going down. He knew that they were going to come find her.
How is he foaming then?
He had something.
Well, why do you rub it all over his face and body?
Because he was like, okay,
weird.
come on, like quickly. So I thought that was
He
really
was
happening.
overdosing, so he could like get rid.
But
I don't know though.
I'm
now I'm
confused
like,
now.
wait, what?
No. The vault was time sensitive.
Right.
He knew that the vault was going to close
Right.
in due time.
Yep.
So he passed out with the door open on purpose so that his assistant could see him. Because remember, she the one that called.
Right.
His assistant saw her. His assistant saw the money delivery guy. Now she's calling 911. 911 comes in. Remember, they said that Hen was the issue. She was not a part of the plan.
For sure.
But because the door closed while Hen was in there, he grabbed her face so that she could pass out too.
Got it.
Yeah, so.
Got it.
And he faked it all. Like, it just, time waited out and he knew that the vault was going to close.
But he squeezed the hand sanitizer on his hands after he shook the guard's hand.
Right.
And then after he shook the guard's hand, the guard got sick.
The guard didn't get sick.
He died.
The guard walked away. You're talking about the money delivery guy.
Yeah.
The money delivery guy is different
Died.
from the guard.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
guard walked away. Fine.
No, right.
But the money delivery guy, he died because he's allergic to scorpion venom.
Right, but he was foaming too, it was because of the
Yeah,
effects.
all of them were foaming, but he faked his foam so that it could appeal to see that he was going through what they was going
Got
through.
it. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm glad we're having this conversation because obviously we missed some key points here. But this is what happened, okay? So basically, guys, the guy, he faked it, okay? He faked his fallout, he faked his foam. The guy who died, the money delivery guy, he actually did have a foam issue. He actually did have an allergic reaction. Hen actually did pass out from it as well. She just didn't have an allergic reaction to it. Thank God, because y'all can't kill Hen or if we're going to have some issues. I keep telling y'all,
How unlucky
yeah.
is he though? That he was just happened to be allergic to it. That sucks.
That's hard.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
And then his friend was in the car going crazy. He was
funny.
No,
Annoying.
It was so funny.
I would have been worried too. I kid y'all not. If I see, the whole building get shut down on quarantine, they on whole quarantine, okay? If they get shut down, I see the fire department, the ambulance, a whole hazard squad pop up. I'm gonna be like, oh nah, what's this? My partner in there. No, y'all gotta tell me what's going on. Y'all can't be leaving me out here in the dark. And you know what? He was left out there in the dark. And Marty did his
Marty
thing.
saved them.
Marty did his thing. When it got him a whole little wash up, all types of stuff. No, for real, I really did think that the issue or the chemical poison was coming from the money bags or something. So I was thinking like they took him out the truck just in case he was starting to become affected or whatever was going on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But yeah,
too.
so what do you think now that you know for sure what happened?
I'm still a little bit confused, to be quite honest.
Really, what's up?
I'm just
Let
not
us help
understanding.
you.
I'm not understanding how did Mr.
Prentice, yeah.
How did he put the hand sanitizer on his own hands and shake the guard's hands and then put the same thing on Hen's face? How wasn't he having a reaction like everyone else was? How is he faking it? I'm not understanding that. That's my whole part.
What you mean?
If he's putting the gel on his own hands and he's touching everyone else, why is everyone else foaming and he's not foaming?
Because he did it after the fact. So he faked his first foam.
Right?
He faked his first foam, right?
Right.
So then when Hen went down, he
did this. To her. Yep.
To her.
Yep.
And then he went and grabbed the diamonds. He swallowed them. And then he did it to himself so that whatever was found in Hen's body could be found in his too, so that it matches up.
How did I miss that? I was watching the whole thing. How did I miss that?
I don't know.
And now it makes complete sense now, yes.
Yeah, because... Yeah. I mean, remember when he passed out, he just passed out. He didn't touch his face.
Right.
He didn't touch his face. He just passed out. He touches his face. He gets up, and then he does what he has to do, and then he touches all over his face so that he could pass out, so that he could have the same thing found in his bloodstream that he did, so that nobody traced it back to him.
We are clear.
We good?
I'm on the same page as you know.
It's okay. It's okay. We made
it.
It.
Confusing, and then there was a flashback, so it was a lot. It was a lot of information at once.
Yeah, a lot happened at once, but I honestly feel like they took too much time on the investigation. Like, y'all know these people didn't steal from y'all. Y'all know the 118 ain't committing a whole illegal robbery on a whole bank.
Technically, they did. Not one of the firefighters, but one of the crew members did.
He was not a crew member.
He was a mechanic.
A mechanic that serves a freelance mechanic.
Was he a freelance mechanic?
I don't know, but he wasn't assigned to the 118. I know that's for sure. This man works on everybody's fire trucks in the whole LA, okay?
She's like, do not insult them.
All of LA. He works on everybody's fire trucks. There's a company that sent him out. He works for somebody else's company, not the 118. That's for sure. He might, he might service their trucks here and there, but he ain't that smart.
He's obviously not that smart.
But before we get into our next topic, why don't you let them know how smart these people are?
So guys, before we move on to our next topic, I want to say thank you very much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And without you, there's no us. And without no us, we can't do something for you. So I want to say thank you so much. If you're watching this, well, you obviously are watching this because we're coming to you live. Make sure that you subscribe to us, give us a good rating onto iTunes, and leave us a comment below. And I want to say thank you, and we love you. Thank you. It's been a
Thank you for helping us
long
be the
day.
ESPN of TV Talk. And if you are listening on iTunes, make sure you give us 5-star rating and comments. Leave us a review. Let us know how you're enjoying the conversation. So, guys, next, let's just get into this whole investigation of everybody's, I guess, lies. So we have Maddie and Buck. They have been released from Maddie's term. You know, Buck was living with Maddie. So they're released from her lease term. She was able to break her lease so that she can move out of the house because she no longer wants to live there for real. And they're getting a security deposit back. How do y'all feel about that? Because they exploited that because they felt like they were having money issues in regards to that. How do y'all feel about Maddie finally moving on, though?
She has to.
Yeah.
She needs to be on her own. She needs to do her own thing. She needs to grow and discover herself more. This is all good stuff.
Right.
My question is, how do you not give someone their security deposit back after you go through something like that? I think that's excusable, you know?
Yeah, with
Like,
the cops raiding the place.
Yeah, like why are we even questioning this?
Yeah,
This
she
is
like,
an
we ain't getting that
extreme
back. We're gonna kiss
circumstance.
that goodbye.
Besides the point, that's just stuff I'm thinking on the side. But I'm glad she's moving on because
Me too. I'm ready
know.
for that. So not only do we have Maddie moving on, we have this the most hilarious celebration for Chimney we could ever have. So even though Hannah's going through her stuff, we're going to talk about that next. She throws a party, a welcome back party for Howie, and she has a banner and it says Chimney 2, Death 0. So it's like he's playing a game against death and he's winning every single time. And he did win both times.
Yes.
Did y'all think that was funny? Because I cracked up when I saw that.
We were done at the same time. I love that. I love the whole dynamic between the whole team, the whole crew.
big
They're
family.
literally a family.
Yeah.
They say it all the time, but
Yeah.
they really are.
For sure.
That they can joke about that now.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he's
love.
okay. We
He's
can
like
joke
a
about
cat.
it.
He's like 9 lives.
He has like 9 lives. He does.
Let's hope.
A
Yeah.
rod through your brain, and then getting stabbed almost to death, and
Yep.
surviving both of them.
Yep.
That man could accomplish anything.
Right.
He
Nothing.
absolutely did
Invincible.
that. And then we have Hen, who is not only having cranky issues at work, she's low-key cranky because Hen's wife just lost her job. Her wife just lost her job.
Tough situation.
So wouldn't you think Hen would want the money? Hen probably would want the money, but she ain't that low.
Yeah, she's too good.
Well, she's not low at all, actually. But she's not about to be stealing from nobody.
She's not stealing. Nobody there would steal from anyone.
Nobody
Not
there.
one person. Not even Buck. He would be the only person that if he did steal, I'd be like,
Well, he wouldn't get away with it.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Buck is not that smart, guys.
He's adventurous
He
though,
would
so that's why I feel like he would be the one, if anyone were to steal.
Did y'all notice how the one time Buck was able to take charge? Because granted, anybody could take charge except Buck.
Yeah.
But the one time Buck is able to take charge and pull the vault walls down, they already done opened the system remotely. How did y'all feel about that? Like all of his efforts were a waste.
That's so typical though, because it's like, oh, well, you allow him to do that and not me, or I finally get the chance to save the day and I finally get control, and then boom, something else comes like
When he
2
didn't-
seconds before me.
He didn't even have to open the wall.
No.
He didn't even have to do any of it.
I give him A for effort.
A for effort.
Talking about A for effort.
He's sweet.
He showed up.
He's trying to make a comeback for what Eddie did last week. He's like, I'm trying to show out and
Yeah.
beat this situation.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what it was for.
Okay, can we talk about how Michael, the one who Bobby just got into this little fiasco with last episode, is the one who helps them get the architectural structure of the bank.
I found this to be quite interesting.
Quite
That
interesting.
Bobby called up Michael for help after their little.
But they was,
Tusk.
you know, they was cool after
That was
that. Though.
cool, but it's still. If we have
think it's
an
fresh?
argument, it's still fresh. I'm not going to ask you unless it's an emergency like it was here. I just found that to be. It was cool. It was cool to see them work together as a team. I just found it to be quite interesting that so soon.
I was so annoyed when Michael said, well, he does like me a little bit. I'm like, this is not, we don't need this piece of information right now.
They did need that piece of information.
But you could tell he was like, his ego, like, he was like smiley about it. Like he was.
But that was the only way
feeling
for
it.
him to get the
I'm
structure.
glad.
Like literally.
Just
And I just feel like in that moment, since you brought that up, I feel like Bobby pimped him out. Because that was the only way. No, for real. Because as soon as he said he likes me a little bit, Bobby was like, "Oh, well, you need to like him back
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
to get that plan, to get the floor plan or whatever, the blueprint." And so, you know, when Michael finally caught him with the blueprint, he let him know, like, because of you, I got a date for bowling and all types of stuff. Like, because he had to, you know, go and seduce little dude, whoever Chuck was, in order to get this blueprint.
Michael needs to seduce. He just got broken up with.
I'm not about to play with
Maybe
you.
This
it'll
is
turn
something
into
good for him.
something.
Is that how we
This
get
is
over
something good
breakups
for him.
these days?
if it
Some of
works?
the, you know what? God works in mysterious ways.
You never know. It could be a blessing in disguise.
Exactly.
Y'all are hilarious.
It could be.
It absolutely
Stuff
can be.
happens.
Yeah.
Y'all are hilarious. I am not about to play with either one of you.
Good night.
Okay, guys, it is time for our Queen Bassett moment. All hail to the Queen. For those of you who don't know, our Queen Bassett moment is when we discuss all things Athena, who was played by Angela Bassett, who's such a queen. So today, our Queen Bassett moment, I would have to say, is how the Queen is such a boss that she had the whole rundown of how the detectives were going to raid her house,
Yes.
that they had a warrant.
Yep.
She knew exactly what to tell her children. And then not only that, she made them, well, not made them, but because of her bossiness and because she's such a queen, they cleaned up her house after they raided it.
Yep.
Yes.
My favorites. That was. Yep.
She's the queen.
She's absolutely the queen.
And she knew all the pieces to the puzzle already. Like, she just was piecing two and two together the whole time. She said, oh, nah, something else ain't right with this. She told him, she said, you know what? Your name gonna clear itself. We about to go up in here and see what they talking about. She done found out everything. She already knew the scorpion venom was gonna be what was found in Hen's blood because of what was found in the hand sanitizer. She knew who killed the man, all that.
She's a G.
She's always 10 steps ahead
Absolute
of
G.
everybody.
Okay.
Always.
O-G.
She even stated the cause of death. For homeboy who we thought Marty killed, he actually had an intestinal rupture.
Acute intestinal
I wrote it
blockage.
down.
Blockage, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That's because he had
I'm a
$6
doctor.
million of diamonds inside of his stomach.
Yes.
Man.
He's a real
All
one.
hail to the queen. She just knew everything. Yes.
Yes.
And I just like how she was so assuring in all of it. Like, she kept her poise, her stature. She did not let anything, like, she did not fold, okay? If you ever seen somebody just not fold when everything going haywire, she was the only one not folded.
Right.
And then she looked at, Michael and Bobby with the side eye, like, hold on, how you gonna help this man, commit, illegal actions with you? But, she pieced everything together and she held her ground.
Mm-hmm. She always does.
She was the only one in the questioning room that
Was laughing
like-
at them, like, y'all got me messed up.
I'm not even gonna sit here and do this. Everybody else was like, well. She's like,
Everybody's
stop.
spilling all the tea. She like, excuse me.
Those detectives were really annoying.
Very.
No, they were.
Oh, I wanted to jump through the TV and
No,
do
they
something
weren't.
really bad.
They were being extra.
They were really pissing me off, and I'm not a violent
That
person
was
at all.
in the script.
It's like,
I was
stop it.
like, they should have stopped. Like, because it was really dramatic.
They were nagging.
Yeah, at the house, especially when they questioned Hen. And they were like, so where are the diamonds? She's
Sure,
like,
you
like,
don't know where the diamonds
seriously?
is? No, I don't know where the diamonds is. Get out of here
I just
before I
brought
handcuff
you.
you.
We're here because of me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
But Queen Athena was literally like, y'all, just let the justice system make their wheels turn. Let them do what they got to do their thing. And we see, lo and behold, the justice system not only finished the investigation with the whole robbery and find the 118 not guilty, but they dug a little deeper into Captain Bobby Nash. And we get this whole scene, which I just feel like y'all didn't have to go through this. Y'all did not have to go through a whole fake robbery that y'all know the 118 are going to commit. Y'all did not have to go through a fake robbery investigation to dig into Bobby's life to find his life out so that y'all could prepare us for the next episode. Like, that was not, that's not how you do stuff. But I mean, shout out to the writers because y'all keep the show going, do y'all thing. But that was not okay.
Well, we're not getting any more special guests on this show now.
She's so
Thank you so much, Porchia. Writers, I'm so sorry. She's having a bad day today. She's a little craggy. She forgot her coffee.
I mean, but I was over it. I'm not even going to hold y'all up. No, I really love this show. It's one of my favorites. But I was low-key over it. Like, y'all know ain't nobody stealing from nobody, but y'all went through all this just so we can get down to the nitty-gritty. Y'all want to exploit Bobby's life. And here we go. The next episode probably going to be called Bobby Begins. Because remember, all of them had a hen begin, a chin begin. This is probably going to be called Bobby Begins. It's going to go from the start all the way up until now. So we're going to get this little flashback. Granted, we already know what's going to happen. But the captain of all captains, or commander of the fire marshal department, chief. Yeah, chief. There we go. Chief comes in and hit them with the news. Bobby, you suspended because you wasn't upfront with us about Minnesota.
And you lied.
And if you guys don't know what happened in Minnesota on season 1, Bobby was dealing with alcoholic issues, and he used to once be an alcoholic, and he was having a relapse. And during his relapse, Hen found him, and he had to tell Hen the story because he was having hallucinations, talking to his children and his wife. So Bobby was once married with children in Minnesota. He lived in an apartment building. He was an alcoholic. One night while getting drunk, I don't remember how the fire got started, but I think it was a heater or something. Mm-hmm. Maybe a heater or a something sparked. But the whole apartment went into flames, killing his wife, his 2 children, and everybody else in the building. Bobby felt so horrible about it that he moved away to LA and he became a firefighter so that he could be able to fight fires. Same fires that killed his family. How do y'all feel about that?
He was repenting for his sins, for his accidental sins.
Yeah.
Trying to help others. But it's coming back to haunt him.
I just don't want him to have to relive this again. Because you obviously know it's hard.
He's going
to
get over it.
It started.
Every time he relives it, it does not go well. Like we see the, falling back into alcohol didn't go well. And then a couple of episodes back in this season when they had that dope episode when everybody was, high on the dope or high on
it was the edibles.
Yeah, somebody sent them edibles.
It was a neighbor.
Yeah, one of the somebody sent them some edibles and he got super high and he was having hallucinations like he was talking to his daughter who was supposed to be the same age as Athena's daughter. So it doesn't go too well when he relives this moment of his life. But they give us a peek into the next episode of when he's calmly and very, forward with his team, the 118, and presenting this news to them. So, since we're on that, why don't we just get into our predictions for the next episode? Because I'm ready.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
I feel like next week is going to be good. I'm excited.
And there's only 2 episodes left.
Mm-hmm. So what are your predictions?
2 more episodes.
I just know next episode's going to be extremely sad, so I'm going to be ready to cry.
Get your Kleenex box.
Because once you go into these flashbacks, those always get me emotionally. Always. Yeah. But I'm glad Athena's going to be there for whatever Bobby's about to go through with this whole situation. I'm glad she's there.
That part.
Because she'll...
Something's telling me that this is going to separate them.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
That's just
have
his
that
prediction,
feeling.
but that's deep.
I think because Athena is such a strong woman that if she feels like she's being betrayed again and lied to, because she was lied to with her like ex-husband, he's gay, but he never told her. So now I think that this may stimulate something like that. And like, why didn't you tell me this?
Oh, like you think some more information's gonna come up that she doesn't already know.
Right, but Bobby didn't say specifics. He said that he left something out. So if she feels like he lied to her, she may, being the strong woman that she is, may feel like
he left something out to them, not to Athena. Athena knows the whole story.
Well, I hope she knows the whole story because I don't want this to happen.
Athena knows the whole story. He told her everything. And that's why she consoled him, like, even, and shout out to the queen again, another Queen Bassett moment for this episode, because when Chief came up in there, she went in for her man. She said, so on what account are you suspending this man? On what account are you still investigating him? I need to know. I need some receipts. But literally every time Bobby is in some type of catastrophe, she is there to pick him up. Like I mentioned the dope episode, when he was on that building, it looked as if he was about to jump off the building and commit suicide, chasing his hallucinating daughter. She went up there and talked him off that ledge, talked him down, and then when they got down, she helped him with, I guess, the therapeutic process after. She knows everything. I believe she knows everything, and even if she doesn't know, I feel like because their love is so strong, she's gonna stick with him through it.
I definitely can't see her leaving him.
Yeah,
I can't see it. But that would be my worst nightmare if that were to happen.
And just saying,
they too deep in right now.
Stop.
They too deep in. I mean, they might break up for a little bit, but they ain't leaving each other. That's for sure. And this, you don't kick a brother when he down. Like, this is not it. For them to fall out while he ain't got no job no more, no, that ain't happening.
What do you think is gonna happen?
The queen ain't doing them like that. She got too much wisdom.
She's too perfect.
She got too much wisdom. Okay. But no, those are all of my predictions. So guys, we'll be seeing you guys next week. Why don't you tell them where they can find you on social media?
At Ricky Vitucci on all social media platforms.
Guys, you can find me at Courtney Ray Allen on Instagram.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me on all social media at Porchia Carter. We see y'all next week.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.